Taekwondo.
Within martial arts and combat sports, Taekwondo stands out for the diversity and spectacularity of its kicking techniques, being one of the most effective and recognized martial arts worldwide. General Choi was inspired by the Korean art of Taekwondo and Japanese Karate-Do to create this discipline. From these sources are also derived his first uniform and the first forms, or schemes known as Hyeong in the ITF, International Taekwondo Federation, and as Palgwa in the WT, World Taekwondo. These first forms were replaced by Tul forms in the ITF, and by Taeguk forms in the WT, with the aim of consolidating its own identity against the disciplines from which it came. Korean teachers and instructors, driven by their strong nationalism and resentment following the 35-year Japanese occupation, trace the origins of Taekwondo to the 5th century AD, in the practice of the native martial art called Taekwondo. This art, still practiced, has been declared intangible heritage of humanity by the United Nations. During the occupation, Japanese archaeologists found evidence of its practice in ancient tombs, where some wall paintings showed two men in a fight scene. The military of the Goguryeo dynasty developed a style of boxing or martial art, known as Kwan Bop or Korean Kempo, based on various Chinese styles, adapted to their own needs. During that time, a style of martial art that placed great emphasis on kicking rather than punching also became popular. This style of unarmed self-defense is called Taekwondo. The International Taekwondo Federation, ITF, was founded on March 22, 1966, in Canada to regulate Taekwondo practices. Despite its splits, ITF Taekwondo has maintained its roots and traditions. Choi Hong Hai registered Taekwondo in Korea on April 11, 1955, combining Taekwondo and Shotokan karate influences. After World War II, Choi, who had served in the Japanese Army, and later as a lieutenant in the Korean Army, refined his martial art, eventually naming it Taekwondo. The name, approved in 1955, signifies the way of the feet and hands, emphasizing personal development. Young-Ju Cho was chosen as vice president, and Byung-Jik Ro, founder of Songmu Kwan, as executive director. Byung-Jik Ro was also appointed as master instructor and chairman of the promotion committee. Due to internal discord, the association dissolved, and the Cheongdu Kwan School continued to describe its art as Kong Su Do until 1962. After the Korean War, 1950–1953, Hong Hai Choi and Nam Tae Hai founded Oh Do Kwan within the military academy, admitting only military personnel. Despite strong ties to Cheongdu Kwan, which Choi founded in 1954, some believe the Changhan forms used by ITF were designed by Nam Tae Hai. On September 3, 1959, representatives of the Kwans agreed to form the Korean Taekwondo Association, KTO, with General Choi Hong Hai as president. Choi's position as a general and his promise to promote Taekwondo gained him this role, but Korea's post-war struggles hindered government support, leading to his loss of prestige. Taekwondo, a modern martial art based on Taekwondo and Karate-Do, became known in the West post-Korean War, 1950–1953, when Korean masters taught U.S. soldiers in the 1960s and 70s. General Choi registered it as Taekwondo in 1955 and founded the International Taekwondo Federation, ITF, leading to the first academies in America and Europe. In 1973, the World Taekwondo Federation, WTF, was established by ITF masters and other Korean martial artists to globalize the discipline with reforms from South Korea. In 1973, the first World Taekwondo Championship was held, with exclusively men's tournaments during the 1970s. Women began to participate in 1987. In the mid-1980s, WT Taekwondo was recognized as a sport by the IOC in 1986. Taekwondo participated for the first time in the Asian Games, and in 1987 in the Pan American Games, introducing the use of helmets in combat, a requirement of the IOC for Olympic recognition. In 1988 it debuted at the Seoul and Barcelona 92 Olympic Games as an exhibition sport, becoming an official Olympic sport in 2000. Later, the IOC requested that WTF Taekwondo highlight its artistic side, starting form championships in 2006.